Hey everybody, I am here today for a very quick tutorial or mini tutorial. It should not take long at all, but I did want to come on here just because I wanted um, you all to have a more innovative way of sending out your classroom wish list, and also have something in place that will always be there where parents can access it throughout the school year. So since the pandemic, or even maybe before, um, I think we as just consumers have just really um, gravitated towards online shopping. And it's really convenient. And I think that, um, for parents who are just simply too tired to go to the store, or they just forget to go to the store, you know, creating an online wish list, I think, is so much more convenient. And it's easy to create too. So that's what I'm going to show you today. I'm going to create a wish list using our most favorite online store, which is Amazon. However, if you have another online store that you like, of course, you're more than welcome to use that. But I'm just going to use Amazon because I feel like most people use Amazon. So we'll go ahead and get started. I'm going to share my screen. Now, you have to have an Amazon account in order um, to do this. So if you do not know how to, create an account, or if you don't already have an account, that's an entirely different video. However, if you need myself, or you could just ask one of your colleagues or family members, they can assist, and it's really, really quick, and you get all kind of benefits. But anyway, that's a whole other process. So I have a couple of accounts. And I want to use this one because my other account actually has like 100 million items in the cart, and I didn't want anybody judging me. Um, so this is my empty cart account. But yes, I wanted to show you quickly. This is not going to take long at all. So let's get started. All right, so you're going to click on this tab right here. It's going to say, hello, whoever you are, accounts and lists. And you're going to click on where it says create a list. All right, very simple. All right, so, okay, where's the create item? I'm sorry, guys, this looks different from the, oh, there it is. Okay, I had it covered. The screen was actually covering it. Here it is. So you're going to click where it says create a list. Okay. All right, and you can name it whatever it is that you like. This one I'm going to name Simpsons Classroom Wish List. Okay, and here we go. All right, so there you are. So you have your list created, and right here you can actually, right here where it says private, you can actually manage that and make it public. You can make it shareable, and you also have the option to edit the name if you thought of another name. So I'm going to click on shared. We don't need Alexa to manage this, so I'm going to click on that. You can put your name right here, your actual title, along with the email address that you want to receive your notifications. I don't think the birthday option is mandatory, but just in case it is, you can simply make up something. And then describe what the list is for. And then right here, I'm not going to click on here because I actually have some shipping addresses already saved in the system. However, it will give you the option to add where you want to ship it. Now this part, and I think this is really dependent upon the school. Considering that it is classroom items, I don't really see it being an issue with anyone shipping it to the school. But please, of course, verify that with administration. But you could always have them send it if you have a PO box, because not many people are comfortable giving out their addresses, of course. So I would have another option of maybe sending it to a PO box. And then lastly, right here, keep purchase items on the list. I would actually click that because I feel like you can't get enough of too many things. If you have disinfectant or um, paper, pencil, these are things that, you can never get enough of because people are borrowing your things and sometimes you end up having to borrow it back or you just kind of have to accept your loss. So I would click on that to keep the items on the list. And right here, I will unclick this because I want to know who actually is gifting me certain items so that I can send them, a thank you card or thank you email. So once you are done making those changes, you just click Save Changes here at the bottom, and there you have it. So right here, this will provide you with the link, or you can send it directly to their email, but I'll show you that once we're done. So this is the fun part. Excuse me. All right, so we're just going to make up something. Let's say pencils. I'm going to add just like 2 or 3 items to the list. This is the item you can never, get enough of because even if you have enough pencils, then you might have a colleague that is pencils are always disappearing. So there you go. So right here, when you get to this part, you're not going to add it to the cart. You're going to add it to your list right here. So when you click on Add to List, your actual list should come up. Well, usually it comes up, but I guess because I only have one shopping list and it's only giving me that option. So we're going to continue shopping. Let's do some laminating sheets. For those who may not know, I love laminating sheets. So if you want to gift me with some laminating sheets, I will gladly accept. All right. So again, we're not going to add to cart. We're going to add to our list. Oh, okay. So, okay. So let me go back. So before I just added to list, this actually adds to your shopping list, which eventually you'll add to your cart. That's not what you want to click on. So I'm sorry. So you're going to click on the arrow right here and then click on your specific list, which is Miss Simpson's wish list for me. So now we can continue shopping. So I knew there was something weird about that. Sorry about that. All right, so now let's just add one more thing, markers. And like I said, you can add as many things, this list will always be available. So you can just add things over time. Remember to click on the arrow, not add lists. And then your actual list will come up. All right, so now let's view our list. We have 2 items. All right. So now we want to go ahead and send it out. So we're going to click where it says send list to others. And you have 2 options. You can either invite someone to just view only or view and edit. And this invites people to add or remove items from your list. You don't want that option. So we're just going to do view only and copy link. And then once you copy that link, you can send it out via email. You can send it out via Remind. And then your parents will have access to it. So, but yeah, that's it. That's the tutorial. It's very simple. Like I said, and just for those that need to see it again, when you copy the list, all you have to do is paste it on the email for the Remind. So, and I don't need to show you guys that. You already know how to do that. You know how to copy and paste. I don't want to insult your intelligence. But if you do need some help with that, please just let me know. It's not a big deal at all. So that is it, guys. That is the end of the tutorial. I told you it was going to be quick, very quick tutorial. But like I said, you just want to give parents other options. We're differentiating ways of sending out our classroom list. So but yeah, that's it, guys. I hope this was helpful. If you all have any other requests, instruction wise, behavior wise, I can support you in whatever capacity. So just let me know. And I will see you all later. Bye.